The title of this video might sound like it's clickbait, but it's actually not, because the concept applies to many areas like finance, dating, health, etc. And it allows you to correctly analyze the way you're spending your time. So what is the concept? It's called opportunity cost. It's an economic term. What it basically means is that every choice that you make comes at the cost of the other choices you could have made. So a really simple example would be if you were going to Subway to get a sub and you were choosing between a ham or turkey sandwich, whichever one you get, it costs you the other one. That's a silly example, but a more relevant example would be something along the lines of if you had an hour of your time that you got to choose how to spend it, and it was between watching a Netflix episode and doing something productive you know you need to do, whichever one you choose comes at the cost of the other one. And so if you choose a Netflix episode, then the task that you needed to get done is still on your agenda. And so it's extremely important to view the choices you make as costing you all the other ones you could have. This allows you to frame your choices in a way that's conducive to picking the best one for you. Another example could be if you're miserable at your job and you're not doing anything to change it, then nothing's going to change. Like, for example, if a week goes by in a job you hate and you do nothing, then you're basically guaranteed to be in another week of it. If instead you spend, even if it's 30 minutes to an hour a day, learning a new skill or actively applying to jobs or something, at least you're starting the process of getting out of the position you don't like, whether it be because it's just you're working with miserable people or the pay sucks. So that's one kind of practical way of um, gaining an advantage by understanding opportunity costs and using it to your advantage. In terms of health, an example of how opportunity costs can help you make better choices would be if you're deciding between a healthy food and an unhealthy food. I mean, everyone knows that the unhealthy food is going to cost you immediately in terms of uh, calories for the day. So if you're trying to lose weight or maintain your weight, I mean, you either have to compensate by eating less or just accepting that you're going to be in a caloric surplus for the day. But the the downstream effect of really long term, you're also looking at heart disease and other afflictions, and so understanding that the healthy food option not only costs you immediately, but it also costs you in the long term can help you choose the healthier one and motivate you to stick with it. An example of opportunity cost and in regard to dating would be if you're trying to meet someone, like meet a partner or socialize. If you choose to spend your weekend just alone watching Netflix instead of going for a hike or going out and doing something, I mean, your chances are effectively zero if you stay home. But if you go out and do something, your chances become significantly higher of meeting either friends or a potential partner. And so viewing the whole point of understanding opportunity costs is understanding that it allows you to analyze the decisions you make correctly, and it gives you the knowledge that when you make choices, whether they're good or bad, all of them cost you other choices. And so, relatively speaking, a choice you could view one choice as good, but you could have even made a better one. And so, it gives you that ability to look at all the things you're doing from that mindset or that frame, and so it can be like a catalyst to improving your life because you understand that the choices that you've made basically have summed up to where you're at now. Like an example would be even though there's nothing magical about 1 year or 365 days, you could basically view that your current situation as the sum total of the most recent 365 days. And so if a year goes by, so 365 days from now goes by and you change nothing, you'll likely be in the exact same scenario. Whereas if you start today and you start making the next 365 days, more productive, it includes healthier foods, you socialize more, whatever your goal is, the next 365 days could be a massive improvement to your situation. So hopefully at least some people found this idea helpful. If it takes you more than 5 minutes to apply to hundreds of jobs, you're wasting your time. Sign up at jobhelper.cc and let AI do the work for you.